My name is Khang. I'm interested in making you a cash offer. The point of the notes is you want to make sure that you put in a spot where they can actually see it. So in this video, I'm going to take you guys out to the field and we're going to do drive for dollars. I'm going to show you exactly what to look for, how to identify rundown houses, how to contact the owner. What do I do when I see these rundown properties? There are opportunities everywhere in your city right now. You just need to know what to do with them to actually start making money. And I'm also going to talk about wholesaling versus buying rental property versus fix and flipping. Which one you should be focused on doing in today's market in 2023, heading into 2024. So let's rock and roll. There's opportunities everywhere. You just need to know where to look and what to do with it. You see this house right here? This is a rundown house. And listen, opportunity like this is all over your city, all right? So what you wanna do is you wanna take the address, take down the address. Here's another one over here. Literally, there's money everywhere. It doesn't matter where you go, find an old neighborhood and you will see all these gold mines. Look at that. This right here could have been an easy 25K wholesale deal. It's outdated. You can totally tell. All right, just take down the property address, skip trace, find the owner phone number, call them up and make them an offer. Real estate is the numbers game. How many people do you talk to? How many offers do you make? This one right here, this is a duplex. Look at this thing. Dude, this thing is screaming like, hey, put me under contract, baby, and flip me for a profit, right? If you target like tire landlord, it's actually a good opportunity right now for tire landlord. I used to live here actually. Look, they're everywhere. You see that? That house there, it's completely outdated. This house here, someone just renovated. You can tell. Look at this one right here. That's a duplex. Look at how rundown it is. I just drove for 1 minute, found 4 houses that I can contact, put one prop in a contract, make 25 G's. Not how hard you work, it's what you do for work that'll make you rich. You just need to know how to find these. And they're not that hard. Like I said, we just spent 1 minute driving around, find 4 houses, contact those property owner, and make an offer on them. Make a lowball offer. A lot of you are afraid to make offer. You gotta get a lot of no's to get to a yes. Your goal is 1 yes. That's all you need, my friend. It's 1 yes. 1 seller to say, yes, I agree to your lowball offer, put the prop in a contract, find an investor that wants to buy, fix, and flip it, sell that piece of contract, man. Sell that contract over to them right here. Always carry a contract with you. Wherever you go, man, you gotta have a contract with you. This piece of paper have made me millions of dollars. So you want a copy, all right? DM me the word contract and I'll send you a copy. But this contract has all the contingent that you need in case if you can't find a buyer, you can always call the seller back, cancel the contract, back out, walk away, get your earnest money deposit back, move on to the next deal. Now, if you want to fast track your learning curve and your success and you need that hand-on coaching to help you build, grow, scale, and escape your wholesaling business, whether you're new or an experienced investor, my team and I can help you with that. Now, if you're ready to take your life and your business to a whole nother level, then book a call with my team. Go to coachwithkhang.com and let's see how we can help you out. Fire damaged property or gold mine, and let me tell you why. Like this one right here. The reason why it's a gold mine, you can make a lot of money off this. I've done like 3 fire damaged houses, and each one of them, I made about $50,000 on them. Let me tell you why. It's because the homeowner already got paid from the insurance company already. So anything that they sell the property for is just cherry on top. So typically when they sell a house like this, right, they're motivated to sell. They want to get cash, quick closing. They don't want the headaches and the hassle listing the property with the realtors. So typically when you find property like this and you can contact the owner, boom, it's usually the profit is about $50,000. So what you're doing is that you're buying or at least you're putting the property in a contract for the value of the land, but you also get the house to come along with it. And that's why you're able to make such a big profit, such a big spread on these burn house. Like this one right here, even though it looks like it might be a tear down, but typically you can still save them. It just need a total renovation. And that's why most sellers willing to get rid of it, and they're willing to get rid of it fast. Because once again, any money that they make on top, it's just cherry on top because they already got payout from the insurance company already. I can't get you guys inside the house because it's boarded up, it's locked. Here's an apple tree. The key thing when looking at a piece of property is the foundation. Because a bad foundation it's almost like you just rather just tear the house down because it's gonna cost you about 25 to 30K. You gotta jack the house up, you gotta pour new foundation. It just takes too much work. So a foundation is key to a house. So when you look at foundation, just check for any like major damage or major crack. I mean, that's the first thing I look for when I go to see a property. It's the foundation. Number one is the roof. Number two, electrical, plumbing, the crawl space. And you always want to make sure that they have actually a solid foundation, not on block and post. Block and post, typically, they don't sell for as much as a house that actually sits on a solid foundation. Because most people don't like block and post. Those are like the old style. And obviously, the structure is not as solid. So I'm checking the foundation all the way around. It's looking solid, which is good. Once again, this house, it needs a complete rehab. You know, sidings, rotten, I mean, it's burnt. So if you haven't grabbed my book, I took 12 years of knowledge and experience, over 1,000 YouTube video, and I jam-pack it all into this book where I cut out all the BS, where I give you straight tips, tricks, secrets, and hacks, show you exactly how to close your first wholesale deal completely virtual. So if you're interested, if you want to grab a copy, go to WTMbook.com. And if you can drop me a review on Amazon, it'll mean the world to me. Now, if you end up getting a copy, here's what I'm gonna include it in the book, completed for free, to help you become the best real estate wholesaler out there. I'm gonna include a free ARV calculator to help you estimate what the property is worth in today's market. I'm also gonna give you a free rehab calculator to help you estimate what the repair cost would be so you can make an offer to the seller. I'm also gonna include a never shared before recording call between me, my VA, and the seller, how we lock this property in a contract and made $30,000 on it. All of that to you completely for free for those of you who grabbed the book. So just go to WTMbook.com and you can get a copy there. Just from the outside, I can tell already it needs a complete gut job. So this kind of siding right here, it's actually vinyl siding. We don't use those anymore. Typically now we use hardy planks. Lasts longer, durable, looks better. And look at the roof. As you guys can see, completely redone. If I look at this roof here, this roof, it already has 2 layers of shingle on it already. So now it needs to be completely redone. So this roof itself, on a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house, I would say 1,200 square feet. This roof here is probably gonna cost between $10,000 to $15,000 to do a complete re-roof. This is why I always say focus on building a business, getting your active income up first before you start buying a rental property. The reason why is because if something happens to your rentals, and you have to come out of pocket $5,000 to $10,000 to $15,000 to do the renovations. Most people, they don't prepare for that. Like they don't have saving or emergency fund to take care of that because you're stuck at the J-O, the B, and you're just grinding and you're saving, you know, every little bit of your paycheck, right? If you rent the property out to a renter and that renter moves out and they destroy it, and now you're coming in thinking that, hey, I just made $250 every single month, and then let's just say that you're able to save up $3,000 from your passive income per year on this one single rental, and the renter moves out, destroy your property. Now you gotta go back in, and this is called a turnover, and this is what most new investors don't take in consideration when they go buy a rental property or an investment property. Because they're so new into the game, they think everything is rainbows and stars. I buy the property, I put X amount of down, I'll rent it out, and I'll get the cash flow every single month. That might sound good until the renter moves out or something happens. Then when you go in there, it's gonna cost you 10, 15. Nowadays, with inflation, with cost of labors and cost of material, it's gonna, like a turnover, it's gonna cost you at least $10,000 to $15,000. New carpet, paint, maybe windows, I don't know, some fixture that you need to update. Right? And if you don't have that money sitting aside, boom, all the passive incomes, all the cash that you thought that you got every single month, all that's gonna be gone and wiped out. So the whole rental game, buying investment property, is a long-term game, right? You're talking about a 10, 20 to 30-year game plan. So if you need the money today, focus on wholesaling. If you rather get future money, appreciation, then buy rental property. But if you need the money today to escape your J-O the B, to live the life that you want, focus on building a business first. Focus on wholesale. So to me, I like to think of it like, hey, get your wholesaling business up to where it makes as much or more than your J-O-B. You quit that. Then after that, maybe every 5 property that you wholesale, keep 1. So every 5 property you wholesale, keep 1. It'll help lower your taxes, right? So you pay less to Uncle Sam. is because when you start to make a lot of money from your wholesaling business, and if you don't start buying rental property, right, to get the tax benefit, the tax write-off, you're gonna be paying 30 to 40% to Uncle Sam. So the goal is you gotta get rich first, then build wealth. Until you get to the point you make at least 250 to 500,000. In my opinion, get to the point where your business can actually make at least 500,000 a year. That's when you start to diversify. Take some of that money, go buy rental property because it gets tax write-off. Because majority of the time, when you start building your business, majority of that money, instead of putting into a rental property that pays you $250 a month, if you were to take that same profit, that 50K, and just pour it back into your marketing, hire better teams, get better equipment, systems, go into mastermind, learning from other people. If you were to take that profit and just pour it back into your business could make another extra 20, 30, 50, or even 100,000 a month versus taking that 50K, dumping it into a rental, and that rental pays you $250 a month. That's kind of how I think and how I operate. So Lon and I, we'd rather always be cash rich and property poor versus property rich and cash poor. When you have a ton of property and you're cash poor, listen, my friend, you're gonna be extremely stressful. When the market take a turn, when renter moves out, and when they destroy your property or something comes up where it's gonna cost you, $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 to rehab the property, you're gonna stress out, right? When you have a ton of property, when you have low cash, then you're gonna stress out because now you'll be like, oh dude, now where am I gonna get the money to pay for the mortgage, to do the renovation, wait for another 3 to 4 months, get new renter coming in there? It sucks. So for me, it's always better to have more cash, less property, so you can have a peace of mind and makes life a lot more enjoyable and less stressful. That's kind of how I look at it. Because I've met a lot of investors that has tons of property, but they're cash poor. So there are investors that have hundreds of property, but guess how much cash they're generating per month? 10,000 net. And they said, hey, if 5 of my renter moves out, that $10,000 gone. They went in there, they got to put paint, new carpet in there, gone. That 10K is gone, right? So everyone that actually has owned a lot of real estate, they actually got rich first. They actually built a business first before they actually accumulate rental property. So if you want to succeed, you got to follow the same path. So make sure you get your mindset straight, make sure you get your priority right, make sure you get your money right first, baby. For Lon and I, that's why we focus on our wholesaling business, and now we have 14 rentals. We're making 6-figure a month on our wholesaling operations, and then we take that and we go buy rental property. I hope you enjoyed this video and got a lot of value off of it. Now, if you enjoy it, please show your boy King Khang some love. Boom, smash that thumbs up. And if you're new to the family, welcome to the channel. Be sure to, boom, smash that subscribe button. So if you have any questions, drop it down below and I'll answer it. Until next time, take care and let's go get this money.